Rob calling for Shakeman. Hey, man, how you doing?
What's up, Rob? We were expecting your call.
Rob,
awesome.
You cut off one of your own songs there, buddy. we did grab it, though, as soon as we saw you calling in. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
No problem. This is Rob Deluca, bassist, right? You're a bass player, of course.
Yeah.
You're all right. The bassist of Spread Eagle, who's going to be in our neighbor state, right next to where we live here in Delaware, this Friday night at JB McGinnis. You guys all pumped up and ready?
Yeah, I'm actually at rehearsal right now. We're going to do our last rehearsal tonight, and we're sounding great. And we're really excited because I'm actually from Delaware, and I don't think I've played there since I was a little kid. So
Oh, really?
It's going to be pretty cool, yeah.
What parts of Delaware are you from?
Fun. I'm from Wilmington.
Really? So you're right back in your neck of your woods.
What's that?
You're right back in the neck of the woods. That's right, exactly where JB McGinnis is. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that's awesome, man. It's awesome to be back home.
The next night we're in Maryland at Spring Stampede at the House of Rock with Lizzie Borden and Icarus Witch.
Oh, super cool.
Modern Superstar. Yeah, it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a really good show.
Sounds like a lot of fun. That's awesome. Good, man. We heard you guys were coming to town. That's why I contacted you and tried to get you on the air, get the show all plugged up, man, since you're Delaware's like a 40-minute, maybe 35, 40-minute ride where you guys are playing right outside Philly. So it's definitely in driving distance. And I got a lot of friends I know I was going to the show. I got a lot of friends that are on the bill that are opening up for you guys. Nice. So it's going to be a great night. Yeah, we got some really good bands on the bill opening up for you guys, and it's just going to be a blast.
I think it's going to be really awesome. We love playing out, and we rehearse every week when I'm not on tour with someone else, and it's really sounding good. Like some bands just at this point they kind of just get back together for whatever, but try to make some money or whatever. But we still love it. We're very passionate about it, and it shows. I think everyone will see that.
Definitely, man. Awesome. So you guys, you were apart for a while, and you decided to get back together, or have you been playing for a long time?
No, we broke up in about '94, going way back.
Yeah.
And we got back together, and we broke up for 12 years, I guess. We got back together in 2006, and we tried it a few times with some different incarnations. But in 2010, I brought my cousin on drums, and we got a new guitar player, Zeev Chevelle. My cousin's name is Rick Deluca.
Oh, okay, that's your cousin.
On vocals. Yeah.
Cool.
So it sounded so good because, to be honest, we were doing it like a Christmas thing, just to basically celebrate it and have some fun, But when we got Rick, it sounded so good that Ray and I were just like, we got to do this again, So it's nice when that happens. That happens because of a reaction. Like it wasn't planned that way,
Right.
And it was so good that we just felt that. So we've been going strong since.
Awesome, man. That's awesome. And you guys so you say you're from Delaware, but you guys originated the band out of New York.
Yes, in Manhattan, absolutely.
Awesome. So that's where I remember back in the 80s when I was playing, I was playing in my bands back then, and people were saying, you got to move out to New York or LA. It's the only place you're going to get signed. You're not getting signed out of Philly, so you better go somewhere else. We had a few bands that came out of this area, Cinderella, and Brittany Fox, and Heaven's Edge, I just had Reggie Wu on the show a few weeks back, and big fans of them guys. I've seen them guys in the club scene all the time. But it did happen. It did happen. But New York and L.A. was really happening. Where back in the.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think you're right. It's a shame that there wasn't more, of that style metal scene happening. Getting noticed in more places. But I think you're right. It was mainly those two places.
Yeah. So 1990 is when your first album came out, and that was just self-titled Spread Eagle on MCA Universal Records. And then you guys put one out in 93, which was open to the public. And then what was the 2006? Was that the first album remastered?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I was checking out your stuff earlier. I remember you guys.
Ago, right?
Huh?
A long time ago, right?
Yeah, it is a long time ago,
Yeah,
man.
see that, Rob? Shakeman does his homework.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was talking to the guys in we had Michael Lardy on from Great White a few weeks back, and he was talking about, they were doing stuff in the late 80s, and I'm like, wow. And I said to Mike, I said, that was a long time ago, dude. He said, oh, but we love the 80s. It's like yesterday for us, And but yeah, it goes way back, man. I miss the 80s so much.
Well, absolutely. Great White and Motley Crue, they were like that first wave of it, and Wasp.
Yeah.
They were before Guns N' Roses.
Because
Great White and Guns N' Roses shared a manager, and he was already happening by the time Guns N' Roses came aboard. He already had Great White as a really up and coming band,
Right.
So it's interesting.
Yeah, it is. So now you got two versions of Great White. It's crazy out there. You got two versions of LA Guns. Yeah, it is. You got two versions of LA Guns, two versions of Great White. Now you got two versions of Queensryche. It's getting crazy out there.
At one point, there was two versions of Faster Pussycat.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So hopefully, we're not going to see two versions of Spread Eagle.
Well, hopefully, if you do, hopefully we'll be touring together.
Yeah. That would be good.
And we'll just fight it out between ourselves of who opens for who.
There you go.
It'll be Spread Eagle with special guest Spread Eagle.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. So you guys are you're hitting the road. So you guys are staying pretty much locally. Or you got any tour going on?
Yeah, we're just staying locally. I'm also playing UFO, that British rock band.
Oh, I think we all heard of them.
Yeah, so I'm going to Brazil with them in 2 weeks, and then
nice.
I go to Europe and do the big festivals and stuff. So
that sounds horrible, Rob.
We fit Spread Eagle, yeah. And we fit Spread Eagle in around it. I mean, not to sound like we're not very serious about Spread, because I wouldn't be doing it at this point, all these years later, if I wasn't serious about it.
Right.
And resurrecting it from the ashes, But, the band's really important to my just musical story, and
right.
It's hard to let go of, It really is. I'm so connected to it. I don't really want to let go of it. So, so whenever I'm home, we rehearse every week, writing riffs, running the set, every week,
That's awesome.
So, we're going to be really good this weekend. Definitely.
Cool, man. That's going to be a great show, man. Looking forward to it.
Are you coming down to any of them?
Oh, you know what? The Shakeman show might be there. And if I come down there, do you think I can get an interview with you guys?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay, sounds great.
Will you share?
You definitely can.
Okay,
good. It's just a matter of logistics. Just be a matter of logistics of where and when.
Okay,
but we'll do it.
Right. Will you share the groupies with us?
No answer on that.
We're generous people.
That's good. That's what we like. Share and share alike. We're all in this together.
So
exactly.
Tell us, Rob, what's everybody who is coming down to the show this Friday night? What do they got in store for them?
Well, we're going to do a mix of both the records, a nice, solid, long set.
Cool.
And it's at a place called J.B. McGinnis in Newcastle, Delaware.
Yes,
and
Newcastle.
Then the next night, close, I'll plug that too. The next night we're in White Marsh, Maryland, at a place called the Rock House, and it's called the Spring Stampede Festival, and that's with Lizzie Borden and I think Red Lamb and Icarus Switch, Modern Superstar. It's going to be both shows are going to be really great. And then the show that we're doing in Delaware that has, what are the band, would know more than me. Let's plug the opening acts.
Oh, for this Friday?
Yeah, for Friday.
Oh, I got some, my good friends are in it. Actually, a band I used to be in.
Loaded
Gun's in it. Juliet's Vice.
Loaded Gun, yeah.
Juliet's Vice. Okay. And Juliet's Vice, which is like Loaded Gun's like an old school old school rock band. They got that '80s feel. And stuff, kind of right up the alley of what Spread Eagle's like. You got Joyous Vice, who's like glam sleazy rock. They really rock, man. They're good. They're good friends of mine too. And then you got Cyanide Saints. Cyanide Saints is another great band.
I did not know Cyanide Saints was on the bill too.
Cyanide Saints is also on the bill.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Bert Laporte.
Yeah, I've actually talked to them via emails over the last couple of years, but I've never seen them. So it'll be great to see them.
Yeah, they're all. I mean, they really hooked this show up well. Vince over there at JB's did a really good job putting this show together, because usually, you go to see bands, especially from your genre, they put on these bands before you that really the crowd's there to see some old school rock. They want to see, and then they put on some bands that are, more of today's kind of stuff, and that people don't get into it. It's like you want people to get riled up for your band. You don't want people, sitting there like, oh, I can't wait till these bands are over. But it's not going to be like that this Friday. This Friday, all these bands are rock, man. So, leading up to you guys, it's going to have everybody fired up before you guys come on. So it should be a great time.
Well, I'm getting excited more and more as I talk to you. It sounds great.
Yeah, it's going to be great, man. It's going to be great. And it's great that you guys are coming back to town and seeing you. You're coming close enough where you can get driving distance to come see you anyway. Maryland's a little bit farther.
As I said, we've never played in Delaware, because I've never played in Delaware since I left. So.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to be pretty cool.
So you got pretty much. So who's the original guys from the heyday? Who's the original guys still left in the band?
Ray the singer and I.
Ray West, right?
Members, and then we have, Ray West and I. And then we have my cousin Rick Deluca on drums and Ziv Chevelle on guitar.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So that's. Yeah, I was just looking back at some of you had some former members up here too, and I was just going to ask you that too. You already answered it when I saw the
guitar player Ziv is fantastic.
Oh, really?
He really fantastic.
He rips it up, huh? Yeah, we're going to have to check that out. I was going to ask you that too, and you already answered it. So I was going to ask you who Rick was to you. Is your brother or cousin? You already answered that. So he's your cousin.
Yeah, and he's so good. I try to play with him in every band. He's just amazing, and we get along really well. And we have obviously a chemistry. So. Oh,
cool. And
very nice person.
People were telling me he just put up a funny video or something on YouTube. I didn't get a chance to check it out yet or something.
He does our videos, like our little video clips that he throws up on Facebook and stuff. And today is his birthday, so happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, Rick. Cool. Happy birthday to Rick Deluca. Oh, he's definitely going to have to celebrate that on Friday, man, when he comes out.
Yeah.
Celebrate it. Yeah. Celebrate it in Delaware. That's awesome, man. So you guys are actually rehearsing tonight?
Yes, I'm here now.
Oh, you're here now? You getting ready to get in there and rehearse?
Yeah, about 10 minutes or so.
Oh, okay, cool. So the guys are going to rehearse. The guys going in the rehearsed hour, Bill, they're definitely going to be ready for Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
That's what bands do.
That's what bands do. They get tight and get ready and going to rock it out.
All right. Hey, Rob, a lot of our listeners always ask me to ask people the same question, and I'm going to ask you. Maybe you can help us out a little bit. Tell us something that regular people don't know about something you may have done, a little story, a little behind the scenes, something crazy that might have happened to you guys on tour or something like that.
Here's a good story. Maybe it's a little bragging, but I'm really proud of it, because someday when I'm on my deathbed, it's probably going to be the coolest thing I've ever done. I was touring in Sebastian Bach's band, because I played with him for 6 years until very recently, and we were supporting Guns N' Roses, which was amazing. And we did probably about 80 shows with Guns N' Roses as direct support. So one time we were going to Canada to play, and I'll try to make it as short as possible.
Take your time. This is going to be good.
And all these, I got to the venue, and all these people were looking for me, and I'm like wondering what's going on. And finally, someone grabbed me and they said, "Are you going to do it?" I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "You didn't hear?" I'm like, "No, I just got here. I had to go through customs, all that stuff. It was pretty involved." And the band that was playing before Spread Eagle was Helmet, which is a great band, and I love them very much. Very influential band. So Helmet's bass player got refused at the border.
Ooh.
So they were calling Guns N' Roses saying, "You got to get Rob to." We got through, but the bass player didn't make it. You got to get Rob to learn our songs and play with us tonight on stage in front of like 23,000 people.
Oh, no way!
And I had like 4 hours, and I learned the whole set, and I did that set, and then I did Sebastian's set, and I did the whole Canadian tour playing in both bands because the bass player could not get into the country.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
So,
4 hours is more than enough time. Yeah.
Wow.
To learn the whole catalog.
Well, it was like about 9 songs the first day, or I'd say about 9 songs, and then by the second day it was like about 12 or something like that.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Just like it's such a cool thing that I don't even know how I did it, but it's I don't know how I could ever top that. So that's probably my best story.
Oh, dude, I would be telling that story every weekend.
That's pretty good. We do have a gang of Canadian listeners too that probably will have appreciated that story also.
Man, I mean, shoo, good for you, bad for the other guy.
And it's a band, yeah. Well, and then when we got to L.A., we came back into the country and went to L.A. and he came back. So, but it's a band that I really love, and a band that I loved growing up. So it made it even cooler.
Oh yeah, I mean, if it's a band that you already loved, I mean, how about that opportunity, Dollar Bill?
How about the Mounties not letting them in?
Yeah,
that's really pretty. That's pretty crazy. They got a lot of balls up there, don't they?
Yeah, you ain't going anywhere, pal.
Post 9/11, it's really difficult traveling between Canada and America, and there was just recently a terrorist plot foiled on a train, so it's even going to get harder,
Yeah,
but. That's the way it's got to be to protect the borders.
Yeah, it's true, and that's funny because it's funny you said that because that happened here locally. There was a Kiss tribute band over here in Philly, in the PA section, in like the suburbs or whatever, and they had a bass player that wasn't from here, and he went back. I'm pretty sure it was in Canada or something. Went back over there to to go visit family or something, and then he tried to come back because they were going to get back together and do some shows and stuff. He couldn't get back in.
Let him back in.
He could not get back in. They said,
I hear stories like that all the time about Canada.
Yeah, it happens, man. It's crazy, man. Like you ain't going back.
With a friend of mine's wife, the same exact thing.
Really?
I'd love for that to happen to my wife.
Wouldn't let her back in.
Maybe they can keep my wife over there.
I'll tell you, the way things going around in the world now, I wish our borders was a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So what's the future of Spread Eagle? You just continue doing what you're doing? You're just going to play some shows here and there, and no major tour or anything?
Well, we finally got a really good booking agent called Twisted Nail Productions out of like the D.C. area, a guy named John, and that's helping things a lot. So now the sky's the limit because he's a hard worker and a really cool guy and a fair guy, and we trust him. And so now we're looking to get out there more.
Cool, awesome. And any plans on a new album or anything?
Well, we're writing riffs. So
okay.
We're stockpiling riffs. So at some point, yes.
Cool.
But I can't say when because I don't really know. Right.
They just come along as they go. The riffs come along first, and then you sit down and you write the full song, and then you just take it one at a time.
We have some full songs, but basically we're just stockpiling stuff and finishing, songs and all that. So yeah, it's going. It's hard. Everyone's got their things they do, but it's important to me. So
cool. I got one of my female listeners, Tina, that's listening tonight, wanted to know. She said she has to work on Friday, but she gets done around like 10 and could probably make it to Delaware around like 11:30. She wants to know if you guys have a possible time you guys are going to be on.
We're going to hit the States at 11:45.
There you go.
That's perfect, Tina.
You can make it.
She can make it and have a couple of drinks.
There you go. She can make it.
Before the band comes on.
She was afraid that she was going to miss them, so she said she was going to get there around 11:30. But there you go. Yeah. You get there 11:30, you got 15 minutes, get ready for Spread Eagle.
A couple of cocktails.
Yeah.
Loosen up.
Sounds like fun, man. Sounds like a blast. All right, Rob. Well, you're a couple minutes away from your band rehearsal. I definitely do not want to cut into you guys' band rehearsal because you know, that I know how important band rehearsals is. I'm a musician myself, and especially the rehearsal before the gig.
He tells everybody that.
Yeah.
But
well, thank you so much for having me, guys.
Thank
really
you, Rob.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for taking the time on your busy night to talk to us, and I really appreciate it. And hopefully, we'll see you out there Friday, man.
Right, we'll bring you a Shakeman Show T-shirt. How's that sound?
Oh, thank you very much. I'll definitely wear it.
Nice.
Cool.
That's what I like to hear.
Okay.
All right, Rob.
Friday,
thank you, brother.
JB McGinnis.
You got it.
See you guys. Thanks.
All right, Rob. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Rob Deluca from Spread Eagle.
Yeah, man.
His story was not as good as the guy from last week.
Oh, Pat
Fontaine. Yeah, his story was good about the Utah police giving him the
giving
him the boot right out of the state, driving him the police escort.
But it was pretty good.
It was good. See, that was more of like a musician story.
Yeah,
I was hoping for something like with groupies involved.
Yeah. Well, hey,
it's all good though.
That's a special story to him.
Yeah, no, and it's a great story. I mean, he in 4 hours he learned another band's songs to play in front of 23,000 people.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
How cool is that?
Yeah. So Rob Deluca from Spread Eagle. That's Friday night at JB McGinnis in Newcastle, Delaware. So if you're not doing anything Friday night, you want to see some good music, plus a bunch of other great bands.
Yeah. Loaded Gun.
I heard Loaded Gun was great now. They got a new drummer.
Yeah.
I heard they were killing it.
Yeah.
Cyanide Saints.
Check them out for yourself, and you get back to me on that.
Yeah.
Let's see that. Let's see. Loaded Gun, Cyanide Saints, and Juliet's Vice. All good friends of mine. Know them all. Grew up with a lot of them. So yeah, it's going to be a great show, man. Vince did a great job of putting this show together. He didn't put a bunch of crap bands on before Spread Eagle. He did his homework when he put this show together, man. It's going to be a good one. It's definitely going to be a good one, man.